Welcome to NET Vaper Reviews. Today's review, we're going to talk about the Pandora mouth-to-long RTA from Yacht. Yeah, Y-A-C-H-T, Vape, Yachtvape. But before we go into it, I've done a few days ago a recording, the first time I received it, built it, wicked it, then we're going to talk about it a lot more. Right, so here's the Pandora. Straight away it says 30 plus airflow combinations, and on the back you get the various sizes from 1 to 1.8 millimeter on the airflow on the deck. We'll check this out soon. Here's the tank. Take this out, you got an extension similar to the glass mini from Stimgrave to increase your juice flow. And let's see what else we get here. Inside is the instructions manual, and here's the goodie bags. This come in handy. O-rings and 2 extra screws, and cotton and 2 coils. Looks like a plain round wire, gentle mouth to long. According to the wrappings, I bet this is a 1.4 ohm. I'm going to use my own. Okay, let's have a look at the tank. So 510 drip tip. See inside like a brownie stain. What is that? Don't know. Check this out later. Maybe it's from the factory still. It looks very clean inside. Here's your juice wells, juice to put in your juice. Quite nice big openings. And this is the ultem. There's no glass. That's one thing that I was aware of. There is no glass. This is ultem. They don't give you a spare glass, but you can get them from someplace else. This is the chimney. Yeah, it looks like a good machinery. And here's the deck. It looks very much like a K-Fon deck. Bit, not the same quality, obviously. Can tell straight away. And here you've got the configuration for the airflow. Now this is so small I can't see it, even if I had only if I had a magnifying glass. So when you turn this, you can see how the airflow barrel inside turns. Yeah. So I'm going to choose the biggest one according to visual, not according to the markings, because you can see here this is the biggest and this is the smallest. So this is a 1 millimeter and this is a 1.8. So I'll keep it at 1.8. I could always reduce the airflow by the external because I don't like it too tight. Okay, so that's innovative, isn't it? Yeah, no inserts, no nothing, just a twist of a screwdriver, and you can do this even when your coil is in. Okay, we'll mount it on. Let me just switch off this mod. Okay, just in case we don't get no shorts. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use a fused Clapton mouth to long, 0.8 ohm. Let's take one out. And the ohms might change because I have to add half a twist due to the configuration of this deck. Okay, so let's open up the screws. just add another half turn. So like this we can mount it easy. And let's see how we mount it now. And let me just straighten it out fully. Okay. Fairly easy to mount in. It got like a little, if you notice, a little ledge here. So the coil legs go underneath the ledge, and you just have to hold it in place, and then later straighten it out. Let me just tighten this. Now when you tighten it, normally the coil moves out of place in any case. So okay, this is one leg secure. Let's secure the other one. Okay, let's make sure that this is straight. And you don't want that the coil should be above, it should be flush with the post, because otherwise it might touch the chimney as a tight fit, and you might get a short. So let's just lower it a bit more. That's it. No, a bit more. Maybe just a fraction more. Yeah, no, that's okay. Perfect. And just make sure it's fully tightened. And this wasn't tight enough. That's tight enough. Okay, just want to straighten this out. You can fast forward if you've done this before, if you know how to do it, so just fast forward. No offense here. Okay, this is perfect. Right, let's, oops. Okay, let's switch on the mod and give it a dry fire. Lovely. No hot spots. Okay, lovely glow. Let's wick it. You must make sure there's nothing sticking from the sides. Yeah, I think it's flush enough, because this is so tight. The deck, the chimney will be so tight that you don't want it to touch anything at all. Okay, I think it's done. Lovely purpley, bluey color to the coil. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Now to cut it, if you look through the juice well, you'll see like a small hole underneath, under the floor of the juice well. That's where it absorbs the liquid from. So the liquid goes around the bottom, and the cotton just absorbs it. So I would say around to the end of here. Let's have a look. Yeah, something like this. Let's have a look. Always cut one side, so you can see the hole of from the juice well right underneath here. So you don't want your cotton to run too tight on the bottom of the juice well. You want it to be nice and fluffy and hanging in. So roughly this size. On the other side. Yeah, move this a bit to the right. Perfect. Do we need to comb out a bit? No, I don't think so. Let's try it. You want to tuck them in nice and fluffy, not condensed. Otherwise it would not, you'll get dry hits. I always say, when you do a new tank that you haven't used before, always you wick once, and if it works, you know how you do it. If it doesn't, you re-wick it again, a bit thinner, a bit shorter, and then if it works, so you know how to do it next time. So it's no harm in re-wicking and trying it a few times till you get it right. Okay, let's try this juice using today Drake's American blend. Let's wick it. Let's moisten a bit. Right. Okay, how's it come up to? 0.74. Because I added a twist to it. It never comes out quite accurate. Okay, now chimney. Glass and the upper section. I'm not going to use the extension for now because it's a mouse too long. I don't think I need more than 2 mil. I would like to see how the flavor is without the extension. And let me just take it off the mud for a second and see. Right. So you got here the juice, the airflow. See, it's black, the tank, so it's difficult to see. But you see this the wider opening, and over here you've got the smaller openings. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it for now. Let's see on the biggest. Okay, let's put in the juice. Okay, mount the cap on. And why is it not going in fully? Maybe I need to let me put some liquid here, give it a bit of lubrication. Always a good idea to lubricate the parts. Okay, let's see how it vapes. Oh yeah. Now let's see how the airflow. Let's put it on the. This is the smallest hole. One thing I can say already, the flavor is superb. Very good flavor. Yes, indeed. Very good flavor. Let's see about the airflow, the second one. Oh, not much of a difference in the first and second. Third, bit more airy. Let's try the widest. This is shot, obviously, this one here. Actually, I like the widest. And this is amazing because I kept it on a 1.8 on the widest on the deck, and this is the widest on the. Let me try. I didn't try this one. So now the smaller ones are all covered, and this is open. That's too airy. So let me shut that and go back to the other ones. So this is the widest one. Yeah, this is perfect for me. But the advantage I can see now for many vapors, that the airflow is highly configured, could be configured. The visual of the tank is nice. I don't mind so much the ultem. I think it gives it a very nice smooth look. No writings, no, just as all black. And the ultem breaks it up a bit. It does have a bit of a Kayfon light air about it. But one thing I can tell you, the quality on the Kayfon is better. That is for sure. But it does give you that, you know, the more expensive of the Kayfon lights, the ones with the black, does look a bit like it. But it's nowhere near the quality of it. I mean, I wonder how long would this paint, this matte black, will last. It's prone to get scratched. But that's what we have. Yeah. Well, I'm going to vape this now for a few days, and then we'll finish the review on the Pandora Mouth-to-Long RTA. See you in a second. Right, so you've seen how I built the deck and how easy it was to wick. When it comes to the wicking, I must say before we go into the tank, that it's very important to keep the length that it should touch the bottom of the juice well, but not stuffed in. If you stuff them in, it would not wick it would not absorb the liquid as good, and you'll get dry hits. If you did it the way I did it, you know, just halfway down the rim, a bit more than half, so it sort of hangs into the juice well, it'll absorb the liquid. The liquid gathers through the hole underneath into the juice well, and it just absorbs it beautifully. Never had a dry hit. Now we're going to talk about this tank. What do I think of this tank? Before I begin with the tank, I just want to give a shout out to Simon, one of my subscribers, who alerted me on the discount on naturevape.co.uk, and I got one of the guys to order it, and enabling me to review this. So I got it for a good price as well. That adds to the good feeling, right? Below under £20. Definitely worth every single penny. Okay, so let's talk about the pros here, and there's a lot of pros. The flavor is superb, superb. Okay, we'll do some comparison in a minute, but it's superb flavor. The airflow is really innovative. Why? Because you can pinpoint your draw in such accuracy that is no vapor on this planet who could not, or mouse too long of course, who could not find his favorite setting on it. When I came to the deck and I was doing the barrel, you know, the airflow on the deck, the numbers on the back of that screw is so small I couldn't see it. No way, even my reading glasses, I need a magnifying glass. So what I did is, I was looking at the barrel itself. So the biggest hole and the smallest hole are right next to each other. So I chose the 1.8 millimeter hole on the deck. On the external here, I'm using, I think it is the second from the minimum, right? So I think it's the same measurements on the outside as in the inside as well. I think it's a 1.2. The draw is perfect. This is my benchmark for mouth to long, the EH Pro True Tank. And on the EH Pro, it is superb. On the biggest hole is absolutely accurate. The same exact as the second hole of this one. So if you like more of an airy draw, you could achieve it by simply turning the outer dial. If you keep the deck 1.8, you can choose the outer dial, outer airflow configuration to the max, and it's so easy to turn. Let's have a look. Where's the max here? I don't know if you can see the hole. I mean, it is a black tank, so it's very difficult. Yeah. Even on the biggest, it's not overly airy. Also, very nice mouth to long. I just like it a bit tighter. Yeah. I mean, you could always keep it on this setting. On the, let's have a look on this setting here. Let's have a look. It's a bit noisier and not much area, so I'll keep it on my favorite one, second from the minimum. Okay, and then we can talk about it a bit more. But what I'm trying to say is that you can get your airflow very, very accurately done, and I think it's very innovative. No inserts, nothing to lose, nothing to... You could even take off the deck while the juice is here and just adjust it on the deck, because it's not below, it's on the side. Now, you could use the extension to make this into 3.5 mil. I don't, because it's a mouth too long. 2 mil is good enough. On my glass mini from Steam Crave, I've got the extension, because this I use particularly in the car. So like this, I fill up quite a lot of liquid, and it's enough for me for my journey. I normally take with me two RTAs or 3 RTAs and a few pod kits from the car. So 2 mil is no problem for me. The flavor on this though is better than a reload. I need to re-wick it. I didn't have a chance to do it, so it's all cleaned up, ready to re-wicked. Build quality, it is good build quality, good build quality, not extraordinary. The K-Fon that everyone is talking about, the flavor on this is matching the K-Fon. First of all, let's look at the appearance. It does, I did say when I was building it, it does look a bit like the K-Fon, but the K-Fon, the black version, it cost even more money. Does it look, this is a 24, this is a 22 millimeter, so it's a bit thinner, but imagine if it's a 22. The K-Fon looks a bit more upmarket, obviously. It's better quality of material, you can tell straight away. I'm not sure how long would this black remain intact, not to flicker off or scratch or whatever. Altogether, the K-Fun is a lot better quality, but the flavor is quite close to the K-Fun, must say. And the airflow on this is much more versatile than the K-Fun. In the K-Fun, you need to screw in the insert, the plastic insert. Okay, it's fairly easy to achieve your ideal airflow, but if you like changing and swapping all the time, then this is a bit more complex. This is much easier. Flavor-wise, the Glass Mini, flavor-wise is same, I think, more or less. This perhaps that's a bit better, maybe, because it's hard to tell. Because over here also you got a very small chimney. The glass chimney also condenses the flavor. It's definitely better than the COG, and the COG is quite good. It's definitely better than the MD, Vape MD. And this also is a bit noisier, whistles. You can hear it, yeah? You know what it reminds me of this whistle, like I love this tank, the Brunhilde. It's a lovely tank, but it whistles. Because you got only one hole here, and this causes vibration with the air. But it's a lovely tank. I haven't got here my Extromizer V4. It's downstairs. I forgot to bring it up. But I would say the flavor is exactly like the Extromizer V4 and the Glass Mini from Steam Crave. I think those three are more or less the same type of flavor. Build quality, the Extromizer V4 is better. Shame I didn't bring it up. I've got here another tank that this I use mainly for my very bold tobaccos, the Galaxy Mouth to Lung RTA. I use here very bold tobaccos. For instance, in here I got the Quartet from Black Note. I use this in the morning, this tank mainly with my first coffee. Smoking is galore. But for my everyday vape, the whole day vape, I would say that this is one of my, it's in the category of my superb tanks. Some people don't like the ultem, whatever it's called. Yeah, what's the right name? I think that's what it's called. Ultem. I don't mind it. Although it's sometimes a bit difficult to see your juice, but you could see it. I mean, I'm tilting it now. You can see the juice tilting with it. I do, if already I'm using the ultem, I do prefer this drop tip that actually screws off. I don't know if I showed it on the build. Anyway, it does screw off. But it looks quite nice, and I think it looks very elegant as a tank. There's no markings. That is similar to the K-Fun. Clean cut. No markings, not like the COG. On the COG, if you look on the chimney, this is crazy. They put the CE and don't throw in the bin or something. I mean, look at it. On the chimney itself, you put it on the box. Yeah, you put these symbols on the box, not on the chimney. What? I don't understand what the logic of this, but I like it. It's also innovative airflow, but not as easy and much more achieving. I mean, here you can't get a tight mouth to lung. Some people like a tight mouth to lung. I'm using the maximum, and it's, for me it's good, but some people it's a bit too airy. But on this one, you could get it pinpointed down to this one here, to the EH Pro True Tank. That is my benchmark. I haven't found something as well. This is now, but this was my benchmark for drawing. And also the K-Fun is the K-Fun Prime. Where's my K-Fun Prime? My K-Fun Prime is also not here. Can't keep them all up in this office. Anyway, So to sum this up, it's an excellent tank. I like it in black, but the only option was in black. That's the only thing. That's why I think he reduced the price. Most people will take in stainless steel. I'm sure in stainless steel it'll look nicer, but it doesn't bother me at all. Actually, it looks quite nice on the Chroma R from Ineken. Yeah, and it'll look nice on any other mod. It'll look nice on the, oops, it'll look nice on this one as well. Let's give it a go just for you guys to see it. Let's have a look how it looks. It's a 22 millimeters, so it fits very nicely. Let's get the airflow done. How does this look? It's quite nice. Yeah, looks very nice indeed. Okay, I think I went through it all. I'll put below a bit more specifications. Stainless steel, 304 construction. It's not much information really to have. It's straightforward. Where's my mod? 22 millimeters diameter by 49.7 millimeters. It's not a big tank. It's a compact tank. All in all, I'm very happy, especially for the price I paid for it. But the flavor is superb. I've got in here the Drake's American blend. All my RTAs have got different type of flavors, and that's why I swap and change. Keeps me from Vapor's tongue, and it keeps things interesting if I always fancy something else. A bit noisy. 1 minute, because I had it on the big airflow. Let me change that. Let's see if it's still as noisy. It's all right. Any cons? Can't find any. Sorry, can't find any cons. The build quality I hope will last. What else is there to tell you about? If you want to get a glass, you can get it from a different website. I think Simon mentioned something, 3FV Vape or something. I can't remember the name of the website, but I'm sure you can find them someplace. I won't bother. Why pay more? It's just as good. These type of things don't bother me. For me, the flavor, ease of use, quality is the most important. Visual, second best. And I think it does look nice. All right, I think this review has been long enough. Yep, so to sum it up, very happy, very happy. Flavor is bang on. And the airflow, you cannot, if your mouse too long, you would definitely find your right setting. There's no way you cannot find your right setting. With the deck airflow configuration and the external airflow configuration, there's no way you cannot find your right setting. Okay, better be going. Thank you for watching. Until the next review, take care, enjoy your vape. Bye bye for now.